Hey, how you doing? Well, I'm doing just fine. I lied. I'm dying inside. Whew. Alrighty then. Hello,
Fire was a brave man and dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole
Let's
collection
go
of
up here for a
ores.
second so that
But unlike
Agrippa
every
stops
other finder,
interrupting me. So I'm back. I was really hoping to get through this in one sitting, but I needed some sleep and I needed to take a break from this. But I did a little bit of listening through on what I already recorded, and the game audio was a bit too loud. So I did turn it down a little bit through Windows, not through the in-game settings. So what that's going to end up being is first three quarters of the game are going to be really loud, and these ones are going to be less so. But yeah. All right, so it is early in the morning. My lights are still out. Let's finish this.
was there something else? Me, powerful. Not the way I hoped for. I've done all that I can to escape this prison. But now, I use all my strength merely
All right,
to stay alive.
let's move on. So neither of these doors open. I assume that that's going to be our task, is to open these. Unfortunately. Which requires us to head this way. I don't like how little of any kind of resource that I have left. Okay, well that helps a little bit. There's a lot of things here. And I don't know where to go. Well, this is a cell I suppose I can hide in if I need to. I assume all of these are going to be cells. Nothing of value. Okay. So I see probably 3 doors that are going to be important. But I do want to check out all these just in case of goodies. Or spoops. It's always possible that there'll be spoops as well. Don't want to miss out on them, do I? All that effort for one tinderbox. And some whining from a ghost. Well, which way do we go? Straight ahead? Sure, why not? The fear had begun to drown him. He reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum. In frustration, he smashed it against the bedpost. I turned the audio down a little bit so it's not as easy to hear if there's the subtle, well, not so subtle, music sound cues for when the monsters are up here. Hello? No? we might be at the point where I'm just going to have to sneak around them. We'll give it a few seconds. Yeah, I don't think he's going away. Alright, guess we're heading back through here. Never mind. I'll come back another time.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Yeah, I don't know much about torture personally, obviously, but it was a quote-unquote art. Like, there is an art to torture, and fortunately it's not a skill that I know. What is this? Meat? That's... okay. Alright, so is that the only way we can go?
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
There's a tinderbox. And a ghost. Are you okay, Daniel? It's just a wisp. Okay. Sure. Cool. So this is the only way we can go. Seemingly. I assume that the door is broken this time. No?
Find her!
Okay. can't see. Very, Lovecraftian.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Ah, the joke is it's not a myth. Ooh. Spooky. Okay. This door looks important. I assume we're not going to be able to get through it. Yeah, it looks very spooktacular. Yeah, we're not getting through that. Okay. We'll just keep that a little shot for now, just in case. So we have two choices, left or right. The gust of wind seems to suggest that we go right. So let's go right. Sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Sneaking now. Okay.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our
Yep,
way.
definitely guilty.
As the instruments of my
Definitely
salvation.
killing guilty people here, and
I
only
try to
guilty
study the
people.
different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Do I hear a little bit of excitement and eagerness there, Daniel? Bucket of tar. Oh, that's for fixing the orb pieces once we find them. Okay. So one thing that I've learned is that the monsters are triggered by either walking past the threshold or like touching a door or going into a place, which is why... Well, that was anticlimactic. Which is why for the last couple of few doors I've been touching them first just to see if there's a reaction. Of course, I don't know if anything in here. No? Oh, yes. Thank you. Of course, I don't know if multiple triggers could be set to one door. So, like, obviously, this door here, we already went through this door, and it was fine. there something else to that door down there?
What happened to her?
I didn't really take a good look. It just said it won't budge. Won't budge. I can't... Solid metal in good shape. Okay. So I assume we're looking for a key of some kind. Can I take these off the wall? No. Okay. It's usually very obvious when something is nearby. Was this door open? I think it was. Oh, hey, it's the armor from that statue. That little statuette. Awesome. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I've depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me more impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 pieces. I've tried everything, but I have yet to mend the things together. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There's still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. My nose is a little bit stuffy this morning compared to yesterday. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Am I gonna get murdered? I don't think so. Yeah, this statuette. Now, obviously, it's probably not the exact same armor as on the statuette, but they match. Just a nice little tidbit. Presumably Alexander has fought in Crusades or something. This looks relevant. Huh. Nothing on the top shelf, huh? Can I not do anything with that? Do I have to remember these symbols? Maybe. I don't know if opening and closing the doors is helping or hurting me. What? Okay. So I'm confused now. Is there, something I'm missing? Maybe. I know there was that trap door. Maybe I do have to go up that way. Back in Agrippa's room. Don't scare me like that, Wind.
Is this guilt I'm witnessing, Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
Man, Alexander be grumpy, yo. Not that I think it really matters. I think the rooms reset when the game state does. When the game state changes. So, like, when you progress, rooms with, like, relevant interactions, I think, reset. Not the items on the ground, but, like, the state of the doors. Carefully cutting the man open made him think. This is how father must feel about his craft. Being an artisan, relying on one's skill, to perform something so delicate grants a certain form of blah. So this seems like a relatively safe room. I don't know if it actually is or not.
Our thing's coming. I've always hoped fire would return and give me a second chance. But so does Alexander. That's why he keeps me here, as a hostage, hoping fire will reveal himself.
So this has to be the way we go. Right?
You're a good boy, Dad, and I appreciate your compliment. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Yeah, unlike the other safe rooms, this one doesn't feel too safe, though.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around. You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your compliment. But I believe you have more important things
Yes,
to take
I
care
get it. More important things to do. Come on.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around. You're a good boy, Daniel, and I
There we
appreciate
go.
your compliment. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Well, that was way easier than I thought. That must be for the levers upstairs. I guess we'll see if we get monstered on the way up. Or actually, no, it's more likely that it'll come out of this door, right? This is the boarded up door that will probably almost kill me in the future. There's no doubt about that. Alright, back up we go. That was a bit more of a subtle... I don't want to call it a puzzle because it wasn't really a puzzle, but finding where to go kind of deal. Because it's very easily missed. One of these doors is gonna burst open. All right. I can hide behind here. That would be a bad place. This would be a bad place to hide. Maybe behind the table there would work. I'm listening very carefully.